Good morning for Latin America, good afternoon, good evening for Europe, depending on the place where you are. My name is Gerardo Mochales. I'm one of the teachers, one of the lecturers accomplishing right now objectives in terms of teaching and learning in the International MBA, in the MIM, Master in International Marketing, and in the Master in International Trade and Business. And I'm here today, this afternoon, to share with you which one should be the main approach you may conduct, you may follow when it comes to considering coming to Spain, coming to ESIC, coming to Madrid, to follow one of the masters maybe that you are right now under your decision targeting group. From my perspective, as I was telling you before, I hold right now a PhD on economics, and I've had 25 plus years of experience in different multinational companies, such as McKinsey, Coca-Cola, and Acciona, where I've been holding different executive positions from marketing management, marketing direction, and general management of the businesses I mentioned before. And I'm currently lecturing subjects related to marketing, to strategic management, strategy, and information systems. I should distinguish three main areas where it should be interesting for you to follow a master, an MBA, or any of the other alternatives that you may consider right now in the ESIC. The first one is the technical knowledge and the technical qualifications this master is going to provide you with. From this perspective, we are following right now an integrated approach to one of these programs who are uniquely in Spain double accredited in some cases by AMBA and by EPAS EFMD, so that it guarantees that the rigor, the marketing approach, the business approach, and the academic journey you're going to be taking is going to be upon the excellence field of research and in the excellence field of applications. From this perspective, the second reason should be the capabilities. The capabilities are going to be helping you to develop in terms of soft capabilities, such as negotiation, management perspective, and also the other capabilities which are not written in the books and which in many cases will be on the main focus to guarantee that you are developing a comprehensive approach to any marketing, any business, or any international business occasion you may be conducting your analysis. The third phase, or the third pillar I would like to stand out, is that one which is related right now to the incredible networking we are currently holding in ESIC. We have over 60,000 alumni right now that have been studying in the last 50 or 55, 52 actually years in our business school, and as a result of this we maintain agreements with one of the main corporations on an international and national basis, as well as a close interaction relation with more than 25,000 active students from the perspective of sharing innovation, knowledge, and lifelong learning, which will guarantee a tremendous and an affordable approach to everything that consists of the four pillars of this business school. With me today is Christian Sotos. He's been a student of the IMBA 2 years ago. He's going to share with you briefly his perspective and his experience, not only in class, but also after class. He's going to explain to you why he chose us, which one has been the main challenges he's been tackling, both in his Spanish and in his Chinese adventure, and he's going to share with you what he's doing right now. I hope you find it useful, and then at the end we'll be happy and very much open to hear from you so that we can answer any inquiries, any concerns, or any doubts that may appear. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Gerardo. Hello, everyone. Well, as Gerardo was saying, I want to talk a little bit about my experience when I was following the International MBA. So first of all, the reason why I chose ESIC is because I found the perfect balance in terms of quality of the program and experience, which I think is an important element that many companies today are also considering its value. So the main thing, the most important thing for me was the China part of the International MBA. Of course, when you study an MBA in this kind of school as ESIC, the quality of the professors of the program is given for granted. However, the differential factor for me was the part of China, where you go to a different country, a very different country, and we shared class with Chinese classmates. So that was a real challenge for me, because you are in an environment where that is their normal environment. So in trying to deal with these people in the group works that we had to do, trying to understand the point of view about the world and their own country was the most valuable things for me. So basically, if you have any question regarding my experience and anything you would like to know, feel free to ask now in the chat box. Now, as Gerardo was saying, I started the MBA 2 years ago, and I stayed in China 4 months for the normal part of the MBA, the international MBA, which were in Shanghai, and then I chose to stay 4 additional months in Beijing. I chose Cheong Kong Graduate Business School, which is another top business school in China, and that was a great experience as well, with top professors as well. So it was a great experience. I stayed in Beijing until November last year, and then I came back to Spain to start looking for a job, because that was the purpose of me starting the MBA, was shifting career. So I started looking for a job in November, and I found a job at Amazon in Spain in January this year, and I've been working there for 6 months already, so I'm very happy with it. And if you have any questions, feel free to do it.
Maybe, Christian, you can share with the audience something that really was puzzling for me when I first met you. Christian, as he more or less explained before, comes from a very different background. If we compare it to any other backgrounds more related to law, economics, business administrations, or even engineering. In the case of Christian, when I met him, I was really puzzled by his background, by his previous background. Maybe you can share with the audience what you've been doing in the 5 or 6 years before, and how the IMBA, the international MBA that he followed, has clearly changed, has clearly transformed Christian from a businessman approach, from a businessman perspective.
Well, exactly. I remember this conversation with you talking about my uncommon background, because I studied a degree in translation and interpreting, and in the 4 years before starting the MBA, I've been working in the interpreting industry, mainly in nuclear power plants and for top companies, big companies and SMEs. But as I said, I wanted to shift career because I was feeling that I was being the bridge between two companies, helping them understand each other, but I wanted to be an active part. So it was clear to me that I need something else to make me attractive to shift to another career. So that's why I started scouting which MBAs could meet my requirements. And that's why I chose this international MBA, because of the China part, because thanks to the fact that I studied translation and interpreting, speak several languages, and I've been in Germany, also living in Belgium and the UK, it really met what I was looking for.
Definitely, definitely. I think that I'm seeing one of the questions actually from Javier. Which one is the student profile for this program? I think that we've partially covered this question before. The specific profile, I will tell you that the background that you had before, I mean, can be an open as you want actually. What we are willing is what we're looking for is students that are really looking for a transformation within their professional experience, within their professional approach, or within their professional, even personal life of the side of life. Why? Because here we consider that what we are issuing our students with is with the chance of getting a unique combination of faculty, facilities, programs that have been improved for a lot of years, the international accreditations that I mentioned before, together with the I would tell you, with the really much expansive alumni or networking that you can take advantage of. So from this perspective, there's no closure to any profile of a student that would be applying to this position. We're always happy to have interviews or even personal interviews with myself or with the programs director to fully advise you on which one of the different masters we have suits better with your needs.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? For instance, in my class, I studied translation and interpreting, but there were also engineers, people that studied psychology, marketing, so the profiles were very diverse. Right. And I think that is something that is really good, because probably in a more specific masters, the profiles are more similar, but thanks to the fact that I see this as a more generalistic master, I think that contributing several backgrounds is really enriching for the experience.
That's right. I've seen another question, Christian, from Javier too. Is it necessary professional experience to study this program? I will tell you that it depends. It depends, Javier, on the program you are considering. If you are thinking about the MITB, I would tell you that no professional experience is required. Actually, if you have 6 months, 1 year, or 1 year and a half, always it's much better, because you're going to be fully understanding some of the options with a higher level of depth. But in principle, for the MITB, you wouldn't need any previous professional experience. However, for the Master in Marketing Management or for the International MBA, although we require from 2 to 5 years of experience, in some cases, if you justify that you've been doing something different, it could be very useful for you. Look at the case, you can consider the case of Christian, who had a previous experience of 5 or 6 years, even
it was 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years doing translation and doing interpretation. So this experience from one side, it could be very useful to guarantee that Christian has been dealing with within companies, with executives, with top managers, even with the administrations, governments, etc. But he didn't have a real true experience working for a corporation, and it's something which has not been any obstacle when it comes to developing his career, both in China and now in Amazon.
Absolutely.
Okay. I see no more questions in the chat. Right? Okay. There's another one from Diane. How long is the stay in China for international masters? Maybe you can explain the IMBA experience, and I can talk about the MITB or the MEAN program.
Yes, the international MBA consists of the first 4 months are in Madrid, the following 4 months are in Shanghai, and then you have the possibility, as I did, to stay 4 more months in a different location. After when you're here, you have a full list of universities to choose. So to say, it could be the total international MBA experience could be around 12 months. That's right. In the case of the MITB, it is stated, it is designed within the program a 2-month extension in Shanghai, in the Shanghai International Studies University in Suzhou. But also you have the chance, if you are conducting the MIM, the Master in International Marketing, to do exactly the same, or to do an extension which should be shorter in some cases. For example, you could go 1 or 2 more weeks to London to conduct a specific, for example, digital marketing approach within the CIM, which is the Chartered Institution for Marketing. When is the start date? Which is another of the questions we are right now seeing. The start date, it varies a little bit among the programs we have commented before, but in general terms, they will all start in October, especially coinciding with the International Week that also Christian had a chance to take advantage in the year he started, which is 1 week in which students from different nationalities, different masters and different backgrounds, something between 300 and 400 students within the whole business school, within the whole ESIC, will be joined together to follow a mix of educational approach with some tourism, some other activities, some team members building construction activities or workshops, which are very much interesting and very much attractive to all of you. Okay, if there are no more doubts from my side and from Christian's side, it's been a real true pleasure staying with you these minutes. Please do not hesitate to reach any of us or any other member which is located right now in the admissions team to guarantee that you have more information. And we hope you have an adequate and a very much lucky decision within the incoming years. And we hope you and we wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.